Hi everybody, it's Marianne from Sew Right. Today I want to talk about how to choose a serger, especially if you're a beginner. I'm going to be talking about the Baby Lock Celebrate and the Baby Lock Vibrant and showing you the reasons that you might go to one machine over another. And I'm going to start with the Baby Lock Celebrate. You do get the manual. And with the manual, inside the manual, you get a reference chart showing you when you're going to do certain stitches or types of stitches, what to do as far as your setup on your machine. So you would just follow this reference chart depending on what stitch you want to do. So I'm just going to thread for a 4-thread overlock. And what we have is, because this is a jet air serger, we have tubes. And when I hold in this button and I turn the hand wheel, the tubes inside there have locked, and that's what we call the part of the jet air. And when you have jet air, you don't have to thread things in a specific order, such as upper loop or lower looper. They're needles. You can thread in any order you want. And I'm going to thread the lower looper, so I just like to work from right to left. So I put my thread in here, and I always say flush your machine with the presser foot up. And over here, this is going to determine which looper is getting threaded. This U for upper is for that port, and L for lower is this one. So I need this over here. Now I'm going to take my thread, and I'm just going to take my thread, and I'm going to put it in this port. And you give it maybe an inch. Then you push down this lever, and it goes all the way through, and here's my lower looper thread. And then I'm going to do the upper looper. Click, and floss. I'm going to push my lever over to U for upper, and I'm going to put my thread in the port for upper and push my lever down, and it just came out of the upper looper. I'm going to put that thread straight to the back. Now I'm going to do my needles. I'm going to disconnect the tubes that are down here, so I'm going to push this lever over, and then on the side of the machine we have the knob that has green lines, and we line it up with the other green line, and that allows us to use the needle threader. So now I come down. This is going to be for needle number 2, which is on the right. So I go click here, come down, floss, come over, go up and down, go behind the guide. This little switch determines which needle. So I want to do the needle on the right. So I'm going to push this lever over. This comes down, and a little wire has come through the eye of the needle, and it grabs the thread and pulls it right through. So I'm going to grab that thread and push it straight to the back with the other threads. Then I'm going to push this over to the other side to do the left needle. So I come up to the top, I click, I come down and floss, go here, up and down, behind the guide, above the needle, and then I use my needle threader again. Oh. There we go. And I'm going to pull that thread through and go straight to the back. Now I'm set for a 4-thread overlock. So a 4th thread is a stitch that sews 2 layers of fabric together. It is your seam and a finish all in one step. So I just put my foot down, put the fabric in, and stitch, and I get my 4th thread stitch. There's my 4th thread overlock. So this is the Baby Lock Celebrate. Really wonderful machine with that jet air. That is awesome. So now we're here with the Baby Lock Vibrant. And we open the door, just like all sergers, and we have hooks. We do not have jet air threading. But this machine, because of the way Baby Lock has designed it, is absolutely wonderful. On most sergers, to thread the lower looper is usually the challenge, because you have to get the thread inside here. But because of the way they designed it, this door opens. I love this, because now I can get to the hook so easily. That would be more of a challenge on some other sergers. Baby Lock Vibrant in its manual comes with a reference chart. So you'll be able to set up your machine depending on the type of stitch you want to do. You would just follow your chart. I'm just going to put that aside, and I'm going to show you the threading on this. On here, you do thread. I'm going to go with the upper looper. Put the thread in here, come down, and always floss your machine. Come straight down, and this is all color coded, so this is green. So down here are green dots. I'm going to follow the green dots. So I'm in the one right here, and then there's a green dot here. But what I'm going to do is the thread is going to go into a little hook. Let me get my fingers out of the way. I'm going to go into this hook. And then when the, come out of there. Then when I let the thread from here go up, it falls into this channel with that green dot. Then I thread the upper looper, which is right here. So I put that thread. Tweezers are your best friend with a serger. I'm going to grab that thread, put it straight to the back. And as you're just passing the thread up, making sure that the thread isn't getting caught on other places. So now I'm going to do the lower looper. I'm going to come here, come straight down, and floss. Go here. That's the, and there's also a little chart over here showing you the paths to go. Now I'm going to go into this one. So it's blue. Come down, showing the blue on the right. There's a blue dot here. There's a blue dot over here. I'm going to come into that one. Then I'm going to turn this knob over so that this other hook over here, I can get the thread into there. Come here, I'm on an angle. It goes in there. Now I'm going to just turn my wheel and bring the hole for the upper looper over to this side, and I'm going to pass the thread through that hole. Oops. I'm going to do that again. Get that with the tweezer and put that through straight to the back. Again, see here how that thread could get caught there? You're just going to make sure things aren't getting caught in places they don't belong. Once you've done that, your loopers are done. You close the door, close this, and now we thread the needles. So here, I'm going to do, this is for needle number 2, the one on the right. So I go down, and then I go back over the top, come down, and floss. Go under this hook, over those two, and then I'm going to go behind this guide right there. Oop, not that one. No. Get out of there. Then I'm going to thread the needle. It's easier actually to leave the door open to do the needles. So I'm going to come down here. And you could put the foot down so that it gets out of the way and raise up your needles a little bit. And you're going to thread your needle on the right. I'm going to grab that thread, pull it straight through, straight to the back. Again, just guide your threads and you're there. Now we're going to do needle number 1. Go down in this hook right here, back over the top. Come down, floss. Go under this one and over those two. And then we're going to go behind the hook on the left and thread the needle on the right. Use your tweezers always. Tweezers are the best. I'm going to grab that, pull that through. There we go. Going to raise the foot. Going to take those threads, put them under the presser foot. I do this with all sergers. Put the threads under the foot to the left. Close, put the foot down, close the door. Now I'm ready to stitch. Now, a nice little cool feature about the Vibrant is we have a fabric guide. So you can line up the edge of your fabric here as you pass it through, depending on how much you want trimmed. And you stitch. Now, what's really cool here is over here. The other machine has a cutter on the side to cut the threads. But over here, when I push this lever down, the knife on the left here comes up, trims the thread. Oh, that's so cool. So here, you have the Vibrant, a very nice serger for 4 threads, your 3-thread overlock, your 4th thread, your rolled hem, but maybe it's in a more affordable price for you. The suggested retail price on the machine is $799. But it's a nice entry-level machine that's still easy to use. And it'll still give you a lot of pleasure doing serger work. Okay, so thank you.